graders, and welcome to lesson 113 on writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. So to help us understand changing mixed numbers into fractions, we can draw pictures. Here we show 2 1/4 using shaded circles. So I've drawn, or actually the book has drawn for you, some circles. Let's shade in 2 1/4 of them. So the 2 means that these holes would be shaded, right? So shade in 2 holes to represent the 2. And now you're going to shade in just 1/4. So I've got these 2 1/4 holes shaded. When we want to write this as an improper fraction, what it's really asking us to do is to divide the whole circles into the same number of, or the same partitions of fractions as our fraction here. So if I took these holes, and since this is fourths, I divided the holes into fourths. So to show 2 1/4 as an improper fraction, we divide the circles into the same size pieces as the divided circle. In this example, we divided them into fourths. And now we count the total number of fourths that are shaded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There would be 9 fourths shaded in the 2 1/4. So that becomes our numerator. And our denominator is going to stay the same because we've cut these into fourths. And it is that easy. All right, let's try another one. So it says, name the number of shaded circles as an improper fraction and as a mixed number. The mixed number that we started with was 2 1/2. So I want you to shade this. We got 1 hole, 2 holes, and 1/2. All right, now if I wanted to write this as an improper fraction, I need to divide my holes into halves because my fraction piece was in halves. And then I'm going to count how many there are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 halves, or as this is shown down here, 2 out of the 2 plus 2 out of the 2 plus 1 out of the 2 equals 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5 out of the 2. Okay, so that gives us, here we would have 5 over the denominator of 2. To summarize, basically what we're doing here, so you don't always have to draw pictures, is we're multiplying the whole number times the denominator. So here we started with 2 1/2, right? I did 2 times 2 because 2 times we have all 2. We have 2 over 2. So by doing 2 times 2, we get 4, which is all the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then we add 1 more for the fraction to get 5 over 2. Look at this one. In this one, where it was 2 1/4, I did 2 times 4, which is 8, and then I added 1 more. And so I got 9 over 4. All right? Okay, let's jump on to the next page. This says change 2 1/3 to an improper fraction. So first we shade 2 1/3. This would be 1, 2, and 1/3. And then here we would cut those into thirds. So this means that we basically have 3 out of 3 plus 3 out of 3 plus 1 out of 3, which means we have 3, 6, 7 thirds total. If I had just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thirds. If I did it the shortcut way, and I have 2 1/3, I would do 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1, which is 7, put it over the same denominator. All right, here's some examples. I'm going to do 2, and then I'm going to have you do the second 2, and that's this whole lesson. So here I've got 6 times 2, which is 12, plus 1 is 13. I'm going to write what I'm doing here just so that way for your notes, you know what's going on here. But, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? 6 times 12. Mrs. Williams, confusing you. 6 times 2 plus 1 equals 12 plus 1 equals 13. So then my improper fraction would be 13 over 2. All right, what about for B? 3 times 3 is 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be 11 over 3. To write that out, it's 3 times 3 plus 2, which means 9 plus 2 equals 11. So it's 11 over 3. This is so easy, isn't it? I know, you love it. Go ahead and do C and D, and I will see you tomorrow.